Sorry.
Raphael.
I mean, honestly.
We can do this.
Come on, Raphael. Keep it down.
Back here with Fire Emblem 3 Houses, our Verdant Wind Assassins only run. It took me a very long time to get the intro done today, which is fine because it's also taking a weirdly long time to load. It's funny the way the world works out. The only note I had, after watching back at our performance at Gronderfield, which, you know, was alright, is that whole thing about stealing. I thought there was a rule against stealing items that were presently equipped. I thought the way it worked was you could only steal anything that wasn't equipped, so if they had a vulnerary on them or a second weapon they weren't using, like Dimitri had his spear there, but we weren't able to take the spear, but we were able to take the equipment. There's also something about the weight of the equipment I think matters, but if you can steal equipped accessories, there are probably a ton of like mini bosses and stuff that have like an accuracy ring or something that we're gonna want to be pilfering from them. So we're probably gonna want to keep someone with steel, because I don't think assassin keeps steel. They just have lock touch and sword fair, right? I forget. But anyway, that's not in contention right now, because right now we've got the rest of the monastery to deal with, all the people to talk to and such. I'm really excited at this point in the game also, because we're really hitting it feels to me like we're hitting the point where it's called the Assassins Only one. None of us are assassins yet, but we're getting there. I'm level 15 now, is that right? Hell yeah. Our lowest is level 12 still of our main party. We're doing all right. Did that say Manuel was level 15? God damn it. All the people who are joining are like higher level than us. Speaking of, we may yet get a few more people to join by the end of this monastery day, as I'm intending to get some more skills, some more of my soft skills up. Speaking of, what is my softest skill at the moment? That'd be axe, and heavy armor, and flying. Oh, I actually have a number still at E. I heard it's not an ordinary disease. I heard it's the worst of the critical spice. I've heard it's not an ordinary disease. My thoughts, exactly. My thoughts and questions and that sort of thing. I have some those items, which I'm going to save till I've perused the whole monastery as I prefer to. Maybe you're doing something wrong?
I'm casting my line just as the captain taught me all those years ago. You're going with the captain to investigate Ramire Village soon, aren't you?
Yeah, but he's not going to be teaching me about fishing on the way. We've actually been clipping along this game at a considerable pace. Although, now that it, Kudera heads, this would be Leone, fashioned from rocks. That sounds like it would be hard. If anyone could do it, it was Leone. Is there more mystery barrel meat over here? Perfect. Now that Tears of the Kingdom is our main play, we're going to be a bit slower going around here, but now we got pretty far along, so we're about to get into like the really fun part of the game where everyone starts really sinking into their classes and we get to do interesting buildcraft stuff. Right, there's so much of White Clouds, it's just preparing to get it all in the right spot, especially as I've been doing this stupid thing with the brawling and flying. It seems dumb, but once we get to B in flying for Alert Stance 1, B in brawling, I think, as well for healing focus, we can take most people off brawling, put them back on swords and bows, we'll be good at those weapons, it'll be fine. It'll be good and fun.
Nothing will be achieved.
I like the cut of your jib. We should just insist that the world bend to our will at every instance.
How about you, Professor? Are you leading the light?
No, I'm not. I never thought I would get to 3,657 subscribers. Never thought it would happen in all my days. Edelgard. So no, I'm not living the life I've envisioned for myself.
I was scared witness the entire time.
That is very fair. My father has been curious about your competence as a fighter. After all I've seen, I don't see the need to test you, but he insists that you show me your skills in a mock battle with the troops from Hellsfall Darius. That sounds like fun. We get woot steel after all. Catherine and Shamir, how goes it?
Started here. This is certainly the best.
It was 4.
I love how quickly she says that. Ha! Gotcha.
Now, Shamir.
You count your enemies the same way.
If I take care of them quickly, what does it matter how many there are?
No, that's fine. I'm used to it. No one pays any attention to me around here. It's not like I'm important.
If you do...
Oh, I've got the thing. Don't you worry.
We need it. Give it to me.
She's on my party, Shamir.
That's just rude.
They seem to want a two-toned whetstone, by the clear indicators of their voice. But also, Shamir, I'm level 15 now, so how about it?
Nerd, aren't you? I'll admit, I'm impressed. I can assist with any tasks or help with your students.
Oh, cool. Thank you for all of those things.
I'm available anytime I'm not on a mission.
Gotcha. Well, good for you. What level is she, and what kind of gear has she got on her? Ah, okay, good. And of course she's level 15. Everyone's level higher level than me. I get it. She's got some nice starting stats though, considering the path of our current. Well, they both have the same defense and res. That's weird. Anyway, the path of our current playthrough. Oh yes, this thing. Okay, I'm gonna fast forward a bit through this quest line, shall I? We've seen this all before. I believe you get a silver sword or bow out of this, depending, and we actually kind of like both. So, which one are we likely to need more? More need more silver swords up front. Sorry, Shamir.
Excuse me.
Here you go, Catherine. No, I just like the sword. Sorry.
Thanks. Here's your prize. Maybe I'll let you borrow it later, Shamir.
Guys, does it really wear out in the same way? Surely you could just share it. Why does it still show a quest marker above you?
As you were saying. Hey, you. Do me a favor.
Oh, right. I could just accept this and then it's done. Okay, got it. Sorry. I knew you were smart enough to bring this to me rather than Shamir. No need to rub her nose in it, though. Don't worry, I wouldn't. Alright, glad that's over. Oh, no, about Hanneman, though. It probably is just because this quest was being weird that's why the recruit option was all grayed out. Because before, we even tried fast forwarding it like a month. And he was able to be recruited. So it's not as though he's gone forever, but just it happens to work that one time, right? Right? Oh no. Oh, I think did I maybe do fishing off camera in between last episode? Now I kind of forgot what all I was doing. Probably did, because there's no more bait. I would like to give it food in exchange for. You don't want an onion, you ungrateful little thing. Have a turnip instead. This one's on a box. Can I feed it from here? I'm gonna throw some turnips up to you. Catch this fish. Take that.
Don't know what to do anymore.
Please. This is what I'm for, sort of.
But now I can't even stand looking at them.
I know. Lysithea bothers us all sometimes. You just gotta give her some space. Repellent powder, someone who hates bugs. I've never heard of that one before. But then I don't really know who was standing here earlier. Who hates bugs? Oh. Leone and Shamir aren't fond of them, I don't think. But Leone certainly wasn't there, and we just got her arrowheads. Oh, hello, what's this? The art of fishing! An exhaustive explanation of techniques to encourage fish to bite the bait when they go in for a nibble. Who knew there was this much to know about fishing? Not this professor, that's for sure. That was a very piddly amount of more research materials. A treatise on freshwater fish. This advanced text explains the ecology and origins of freshwater fish. It delves into the many different schools of thought surrounding the subject without being inaccessible for the ichthyology layman. You feel smarter just looking at it. That I do. Oh my god, that one was way more worth doing. Whose room is this? Gotta remember to go back to Linhart's room at some point. All right, yeah, he's a fishing hut. I should be breaking into people's rooms a lot more. People have useful books. Nice rug. God, she's got a whole lot of fur set out there. Ooh, hello. Still life picture. Bernie. And a shiny striated pebble. Someone who likes collecting pebbles, that'd be happy. And since I don't remember that bug one, I'm gonna try giving that to Yuri. Or maybe Balthus. No, we already gave Balthus a hammock and Constance the charm, the Nimbus charm. So I suspect if I just got the hat one for Happy, surely Balthus is, because that was the pebbles, that's definitely what that is. Balthus has got to be afraid of bugs, or doesn't like them. Bernie!
What is it? Sorry, I've got a cold.
I just wanted to congratulate you on your performance in the mock battle. You were really something. Get well soon.
Thanks.
Never gets old. I'll just give this to you while I'm here, though.
Thank you so much.
Anytime, pal, anytime. I mean, not literally anytime. I don't think I can give them to you while I'm fighting, for instance. You'd have to wait. Sorry, excuse me, pardon me. You'd have to wait a bit for then, but... Dorothea, how do you be?
I certainly feel like I earned a special reward. Don't you, Professor?
Time out. What are we talking about here? Okay, well performed in the battle, and that, like... Hello. Oh, this is interesting. I've never seen this before. DLC quest, is it? Professor.
Have time for a request.
Professor, you've been getting along really well. Almost too well with all the students lately. Friendships between teachers and students is wholly unacceptable. We will hear you defend your actions in the tournament. I've been summoned to a tournament. All I need to do is participate myself and win. What? Why? I'll be waiting in the training grounds. That's so sketchy. Alright. I mean, it's a shame I'm classed into thief in this run because my strength stat won't be much impressive, but I'll give it a whirl. You've been challenged. Defend yourself. I mean, I'll try. Is it just level 20 or higher? Student, Sylvain, student. Yeah, I don't mind losing this. Oh, wait, actually, I guess it won't actually succeed the quest until I do win. Oh. Well, I mean, I don't know how I was supposed to predict that your defense stat was going to be, like, above 20. Okay. Never mind. They're an armored knight. You want... I'm sorry. I was supposed to guess that the first opponent was gonna be an armored knight that I had to fight with a training sword? Get stuffed. Hey, Hubert.
Need something, Professor?
Not especially.
I was just asking Monica here to be less demanding of Lady Edelgard's time.
That's gonna be a hard sell. Even I couldn't get her to do that. She has nothing to say in her defense. Why doesn't she have to fight an armored knight with a training sword? What is my defense, by the way? Strength, rather. 20. So, but I would need to have a ridiculous strength stat to do that, so I guess that's just gonna have to wait. Man, this quest is really just... Hey, if you class into anything except barbarian, fuck you! You know what? That's fair. That's fair. I deserve this probably somehow.
So happy to be part of your class,
Hey, well, it's good to have you here, because otherwise I'd be very worried about you getting kidnapped and dying again.
I honestly cannot recall the last time I interacted with others on a daily basis like this.
Neither can I,
It
because I don't know
reminds me
anything
of
about your
when I was
life.
a child. That was so very long ago now.
How long ago?
Oh, I mean very, 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 very long ago.
Whatever you say, pal. I mean, it was rude of me to ask in the first place, so whatever. And now you're still hanging around this window.
The librarian is always out and about these days.
I know. Even the god in my head thinks he's a bit sketchy.
And just when I had some questions about a book I'd borrowed.
Ah, shucks. Where's a librarian when you need them to be a librarian and not a creepy guy who teleports behind you?
Now I'm so curious about where he's gone off to. He better come back soon.
He'd better. Otherwise, I'll have some stern words to say to him. Hello, you two. I'm getting on well, I hope.
Good fun, don't you think?
That's a word for it. I'm sorry you guys all seemed so dismayed when you got taken off the battlefield.
Nuts. How long are you going to keep
I mean, it has only been about a week. But to be fair, Ignatz, it was Halloween last month. We can surely have some hype about this.
Oh, come on, let me gush. Did you see how the house leaders came together after the battle?
Yeah, they finally stopped threatening to, like, drain each other of their blood.
What an incredible thing to witness. Harmony. Hard fought.
Brings a tear to the eye, doesn't it?
True. If they can keep playing nice, perhaps there will be peace in Fodlan after all.
I'd like that. I really hope that is the thing that goes down.
That's,
It is so. Don't test me. Hello.
I get it.
Do you get it?
Relatively close to the monastery. Oh, about that, don't you?
I forgot where it was. Sorry. It's been 8 months. It's just...
That Alois found you.
Story goes correctly. What dis? Small tan tie? Oh, that'll be for Petra. Hello, Lysithia. Well done in the Battle of the Good Lion, by the way. You really clinched us. Our victory against Edelgard.
It's certainly troubling. If it's a contagion, we at Garrick Mock should be on the lookout as well.
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't bring a bunch of kids who are, like, varying degrees of immunocompromised there. But that's just me. I'll handle it. How will I handle it? I don't believe it is.
Better.
Eh,
But I wonder what the real cause could
it
be.
might be worse. We don't
Your
have all the
words are
details.
Oddly persuasive, Professor. Even if they're not exactly.
Just a gut feeling, I'm afraid. So, you're right about that. Hey, Dimitri.
Sir, you seem unwell. How are you faring?
Nervously. I'm scared about going to Remire Village.
If you're not feeling well, I'd strongly recommend some rest.
No. It'll never happen. Sleep is for the weak. But sure, probably I'll do that. Sleep is not actually for the weak, by the way. Just in case any of you are thinking about taking the wrong lesson from me, I never teach wrong lessons. I'm a professor. Hello, Lawrence.
How are you feeling, Professor? You look rather ill, if you don't mind my saying so.
You and Dimitri should exchange notes about how ill I look, and stop telling it to my face. It's getting sort of hurtful.
Are you sick? If so, I would urge you not to push yourself too hard. Take some rest.
Righty. Nothing gets by you.
Just my natural talent, nothing out of... Enough wit now. You should lie down.
Not till I've done talking to everyone, but thank you, I will probably do that at some point today. I do have a bit of a headache from playing a very intense game earlier today, which will hopefully all be done soon and I can post the video of. Starts with T and ends with Ho, in case you're wondering.
You do not look well.
Oh God!
Are you sure you aren't coming
Can we
down
stop
with
with this?
cold, or-
I look fine, all right.
Visit a doctor before your situation worsens.
I've talked to Manuela. She said I was probably good.
Though when I went there the other day, I was unable to receive medical guidance, as Professor Manuela was fast asleep.
She was wide awake when I talked to her, and she said I was fine. So I think I'm all right. But thank you for your concern. Hello. Need a favor, do you? I know it's inappropriate to write love letters to someone in her position, but I can't help the way I feel. It may only inconvenience her, but could you deliver this? There you are.
Impressive.
You actually did it? You delivered it to Lady Rhea? Oh God, no, I gave it to Senate, sorry. That's so embarrassing. How will I ever face her? Ugh. Well, Thanks anyway. I mean, how often do you get to face the Archbishop, really? Thank you for the blowfly, though, and landscape painting and the god. You have all kinds of useful items. Hey there, Mercy.
Hello. Oh, goodness. Is something the matter, Professor? You look a little pale.
Stop worrying over me. It's getting... This sickens me.
Please be careful. It's so easy to catch a cold this time of year.
No, you're absolutely right. I'm very, very sorry. Sure. Oh, right. They said to press X when talking to someone to look at the... Oh, right. Okay, so the secret roster does also give you the roster for people who are not in your house if you press X on them. And you can check all their stats and everything. Right. Cool. This helps me know what kind of gifts they would like and also what stats they're at. So if I wanted to wait before recruiting them like a month or whatever. Sorry, kids. I can't get your attention. My hands are tied. Hello there. Hey, Seth.
What is it? I'm in the middle of my daily duties.
Does that include contemplating how much I've been neglecting the St. Sethlene statue? Sorry about that. But yours is nice and shiny, though.
I assume you know by now that the four saints are all important figures in the teachings of Ceres.
But mostly these two.
Still, I have a particular fondness for Saint Sethlene.
Yes, I'm sorry. I'll get her statue sometime.
I have something to ask of you.
Just between us. Many students have disappeared recently. If you happen to learn anything pertinent, please inform me quickly and discreetly. Have they been kidnapped by the Death Knight again? We should really stop letting that happen. I'm gonna go down on Rate My Professor if this happens anymore. This has gotta be for Mercy. She was hanging around here earlier. And once again, it's baking stuff. Ooh. Black Sand Seal, hello. Hey, Petra.
This is a place of mysteriousness.
Hmm.
I have awareness of how much difference every part of the world is.
Bonkers, isn't it?
In a place alike to this place, you can imagine the goddess of Fodlan truly existing.
I know, look at the way they build all these huge towers and patrol them with wyverns.
At times I miss those places in Bridget. At times, I am missing those places so painfully.
That's a very sad thing to hear, Petra. I'm sure you'll be back there soon. But also, I just noticed that if you turn the camera really high and then let go, it slowly zooms to a lower angle, which is really interesting to me for some reason. So, but chin up. I'm sure you'll go down one of these days. Take your hide.
I had lost the place of this. You have my thanks.
It's what I'm here for.
Good day, Professor.
Good day.
Well then, I should go.
Okie dokie. Ferdy. Hello.
Remire Village. Is that not where you met Edelgard?
Yep. Jumped in front of an axe to save her. Like an idiot. I wouldn't do it again.
If you had not been there, something terrible could have happened.
No, they had it under control. I made things worse, if anything.
Did one of the house leaders know that mercenaries were staying in Remire Village? I wonder.
That would be some weirdly storied for them. But you never know. Dimitri lives in the kingdom, which is where Remire is. Edelgard's a bit more clever than she looks, and Claude's always got some hidden insight falling all over the place, so. Yeah, I'd buy if one of them knew that.
It will remain a mystery for now. All we can do at this point is speculate.
Indeed. That's the worst, isn't it? When we have to fill in the gaps and people don't just tell us everything themselves. Shucks, am I right? Speaking of Claude getting intel and everything, here he is in the library yet again.
Even if I spend all of my time rummaging through this library, there's a limit to the knowledge that can be gained.
With that attitude, there is.
Apparently, it only have been deemed church.
Yeah, you remember Seth came by and confiscated that thing the other day? That was weird, right?
Were around. I bet he has some interesting stories he could regale us with.
He started to for a while there, and then he was all like, but I won't trouble you with any more of that for now. Hey, Lenny.
I fear I may become a social recluse soon.
Become?
My life consists of wearing a groove in the floor between the library and the dining hall.
Not the fishing pond?
I guess a real recluse wouldn't leave their room, eh?
Alright, Bernadette leaves her room sometimes. There's no need to be so sassy now. Also, I totally skipped through Rhea's dialogue earlier when I was playing for the jump cut, so I should talk to her again.
The
Hey, yeah.
knights go out from Garrick Mach to take on all kinds of other duties.
Oh, I've still got it in my log. Here we go. Let's just do it now before I accidentally push it too back far up.
Professor, do you ever wish you could return to your life as a mercenary?
I do not.
Is that so? I suppose you have become accustomed to your new line of work.
Very
This
accustomed.
month's
I am as
assignment
accustomed
will
as
again
they
take
can
you
be.
outside of Garrick Mach, to Remire Village.
Thankfully, teaching is very easy.
It was in Remire that you first met Alois and the rest of his order, was it not?
I didn't really get their names until later, but...
Then, how quickly time passes.
And then I gave her the letter and she said, I appreciate this. Right, okay, good. Sorry, yes, Zero. I was talking about Lady Rhea, you understand.
I'd sure like a job like that one day.
Yeah, I get to explore all
Then
kinds of
again,
places.
I don't know.
That'd be cool.
Serving Lady Rhea here is pretty good.
Oh, if you got a night, I guess you could do both, right? Hey, you two.
Professor, Captain Gerald just told me. Remire Village is in a bad way, right?
Yes, that's our month for this mission. That's right. Our month for this mission.
The situation there is worrying, yes. But tell me, how was your vertigo?
Well, according to Dimitri, Lawrence, and some random monk, still a little unsteady.
Are you not feeling okay? You should get some rest.
I will.
You must go to the village. Make sure you're in good health before we depart.
I mean, to the best of my abilities. You do restore health in between battles, so there's that. Thanks for your concern, you two.
Heya.
Heya.
Really?
Really? Hello, Sylvain.
I wonder how Remire Village is faring. Dealing with some new epidemic. It wouldn't be unheard of. Almost 20 years ago, a terrible plague blazed through Fargus. It even hit the capital city, taking the Queen Consort's life. Or so I heard. The whole kingdom was in an uproar over that loss.
Dang, I guess you were... Well, you're like 18 now, so you weren't even born
The
then.
person who saved the kingdom wasn't a doctor, but a holy woman. The fair Lady Cornelia. After that, she was awarded the honor of being a mage in the service of the royal family.
That is
She
quite an
sounds
honor.
like an amazing woman, but she must be pretty old by now. But hey, maybe she's aged like a fine wine.
What a normal way for that conversation to end. Thanks, Sylvain. Have this love letter, I guess?
That's mine. Thanks, Professor. You really saved the day.
It's been crumpled up. I sort of imagine you don't actually really need it anymore, but there you are anyway. I guess it's better if no one else finds it. Right, I think that's everyone talked to, so let's get through the rest of these used lost items, in fact. I believe it was next one was well-used hatchet, which is obviously Zero's, and then fruit preserves, which has gotta be Mercy's. Oh, right, my secret roster will tell me what, oh, hold on now. There's another person to talk to here. Sorry.
During the Red Wolf Moon, wild monsters make ready for the winter to come, stirring more than at any other time of the year. You were off for Remire Village, isn't that right? Watch your step on that journey.
We've fought a few big birds before. It should be fine.
May the goddess protect all of you.
Thank you. I'm apprehensive about Remire. So are we all. Then there's crude arrowheads, which are Leonie's, with whom I just left. Then old map of Enbar, which is either side of their flames. I'm not entirely sure. But they used to live around there, I believe. I think it's Flames, but I'll give it to Sedith, because I feel like we just gave Flame the antique clasp last month.
Okay.
That person understands my reasoning. Actually, I guess it's not unheard of for it to happen twice in a row, is it? Either way, is this yours?
I'm sorry to say.
Shucks. Well, if it is Flames, then I'm surprised you don't know it's hers. Considering you're such a helicopter, Sedith.
I honestly, it reminds...
This yours?
That
Grand.
is mine. Thank you so much.
You got it, pal. And what was the other thing there? A 4 gold coin. This is Aloysius, I think. And he's, of course, down at the docks. And then we have 2 that I'm pretty sure are from the wolves. Does it even organize them by house? Oh, wait, this even tells us that they're wolves. I think it might sort them by the house, which is cool.
I thought it had vanished. Thanks. I owe you.
You got it. Someone wants to talk to me outside my quarters. How many other supports do I have? Because I might be getting a few more when I'm mess about here. Should we do this one now? Yeah, we got time. Why not? Let's just say hello to Alois.
Professor.
It's Cyril. Never mind. Cyril, this is a great time.
Aha! Found you.
Did you now? I mean, I guess you did.
Aren't you, Professor? Can be real hard to find you sometimes.
Sorry. Sorry about that.
No worrying about it. I just wanted to talk to you about a thing today. Do you
Sure
remember how Lady
thing.
Rhea asked you to come to the office this evening?
Oh yeah, that. Don't remind me.
Well, she told me that I should come to let you know that today's a bad day for doing that, and you should go and see her tomorrow instead.
Oh good, I have to postpone it even longer.
That's pretty much everything I needed to say, I think. Oh, except to ask you if you've seen Sedith around anywhere.
Yes, looking at the same statues, I believe. I haven't, sorry.
Okay, I'm supposed to tell Sedith the thing Lady Rhea told me to tell you, but he's hard to find.
Want me to tell him for you?
Nah, I'll find him myself. But if you see him, then find me, please, and tell me where you saw him, okay? Because then I'll know where he is.
That would make sense.
I'll be in the stables if you need me. Gotta put out the fodder before it's the next kid's shift. Don't want her thinking I left my work for her to do.
All right.
Oh, but if I'm not in the stables and you need to find me, I'll be at the forest up north, because there's a bunch of logs lying around up there.
Stables in the forest?
Figure I
Not
ought
the
to
sealed
cover
forest,
up,
I hope.
else Someone might trip on a log, or we might run out of fire.
You wouldn't want someone to trip on a log.
And it'll save other people time.
That would be really easy to do.
Looks like I'm done there.
Ah.
The quarters need to be swept. So if you see Sedith and you need to find me, then I might be there.
So you might be in the stables, in the hopefully not sealed forest up north, or in any hallway in this place. Can I help you with anything?
Nope, this is my job. I'm not giving it to anyone else because it's mine and I'm gonna do it.
I believe you meant these are my jobs.
Besides, if you help me out, Lady Rhea might give me an earful.
She doesn't have to know. We're not gonna see her till tomorrow, right?
I don't know why, but Lady Rhea sure does seem to like you. She's always worried about what you might be doing or not doing.
Please don't try and make this harder for me. I'm already having enough trouble psyching myself up to see her tomorrow. Is that so?
Oh yeah, not that it's any of my business.
I guess it isn't.
Anyways, Lady Rhea asked me to do some jobs, so I'm doing them all. Even some she didn't ask for, but I know need doing, so I'm doing them. End of story.
And what a lovely story it was, Cyril.
Around, come find me and tell me where you saw him, yeah?
In the stables, the hopefully not sealed forest, or some hallway. Seems like it'll be tough to find you.
Huh? But I just told you where I'd be. If I'm not in the stables, I'll be at the forest. If I'm not, oh, I see. You're right, I'm all over the place, huh?
Much like myself.
Time, Professor, so if you see Sedith, how about you tell him I was looking for him, and then tell him all the places I'll be?
Yes, he can search all the corridors faster than I can. He's got longer legs than me.
Then he can spend his time looking for me instead of you. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
You're a genius, Cyril.
A real good plan. Let's do that. See you later, Professor.
Bye-bye. I don't know how anyone can hate Cyril. Look at him. That does make the question, where's Eloise? I guess over here. Let's do that then, Nan.
Professor.
Hey. Oh, I just noticed that the glowing ball on the map is probably the thing that Sedith wanted me to find.
Today? A lot to get done, I take it?
Afraid so.
Tell me, is there anything I could do to lighten your load a bit?
Can you say some nice stuff to Marianne to raise her motivation, please? I appreciate the offer, but...
Oh, surely there must be something. Don't be shy about asking for help. We're practically siblings, after all. Cut from the same cloth.
I don't know. I think my genetics do not allow for a mustache of your
I was
type.
raised by Gerald just as you were, so we should have no trouble getting along.
Did you not have parents? You were raised by Gerald.
Huh? Did I not? An embarrassing gaffe. My parents died when I was small.
Oh, I see.
I came to
I actually
live
didn't
in
know
the
that.
monastery. It was an aimless existence. But sometimes a knight would pass by wearing magnificent armor. That knight was Gerald. And the first time he laid eyes on me, he made me his squire. What was he thinking, huh?
I don't think he was thinking. He doesn't do that a whole lot. Sounds like Gerald.
No kidding. I'll ever fully understand his logic. Later, I heard that the squire preceding me of a terrible plague.
Oh, good. You were a replacement.
I looked a bit like him and was about the same age, so Gerald thought me a suitable replacement. A little nutty old Gerald, there's no doubt about
Yeah.
that. Quite a character.
So you're about the same height.
All that was more than 30 years ago. How time flies.
30 years.
That's right. I wasn't even 15 years old. Well, Gerald hardly seems to...
You don't look a day over 35 to me.
In fact, over drinks he once told me the story for another day.
And I don't think I've ever gotten to A support with Eloise, so I don't believe I've actually heard this story.
That's Gerald for you. One of a... I don't think there's anyone else quite like
I actually genuinely have not, as yet, definitely learned why Gerald is like long-lived. I have a theory that it's something to do with like blood fusion, and then further I have a theory that is something to do related with crests. But the age he looks now is about like 50 or so. So it makes me think that he probably stopped aging around 50, which would have been around the time he came to the monastery. So something tells me it had something to do with all the experiments that were being done on Citri, that there were some also being done on him to try and make their collective offspring special. But have I actually figured it out empirically? No. I'm sure I'll one of these days, once I get all the supports, I'll understand. Yeah, probably not.
Right. Well, now you've heard my whole story.
Except for the parts you didn't tell.
I hope that you understand now why I feel such a strong sense of attachment to you.
I suppose so.
If you're ever in a bind, just give me a holler. I'll help however I can.
Sure thing, pal. Thanks for offering, but I can handle myself.
Indeed, indeed. Well, I'll let you get back to it.
Sure thing.
Can take anything off your plate. Don't hesitate to let me know.
Gotcha. Well, the thing about Marianne would be useful. He's gone. Okay. Shigadoo-doo-doo-dum. Let me just get this missing student's limb here. Gotta hand it to you, Seth. Your intuition was right on the money. There is a missing student, probably dead.
You have my thanks.
This is a start, but there is still much we don't know. We will need to investigate Flayn's case further. I will let you know if I learn anything more. Thank you very much. A shield and concoction, some renown. Swanky. Speaking of, what's our renown like? 2080, so we could get some... We could get some stuff here. We could get some stuff, all right. My thinking... Well, I could get Lance, which would be good for me, because it's one of my softer skills. Nope, I think we should save up for an experience plus. We're going to want those as early as possible.
See you again soon.
Ciao. I was originally fast traveling over here before I got started talking to Cyril to go to Abyss, because actually, did we maybe not go there yet this monastery day? Huh? I'm starting to think I don't remember anyone's dialogue from it. Holy crap, we've got a whole bunch of paralogs unlocked. Oil and water, that's a tough one. Especially as I'm not using Hanneman or Manuela just yet. Or, at all in this run, really. No, I did talk to everyone here. Weird. Anyway, so the Pebble's surely happy, because she likes collecting pretty stones. And the bug is probably Balthus. Whoa, what? What are we pointing at the ground here for? Is there an animule that has not yet spawned in? I could have sworn it was pointing at the ground a moment ago. Don't lie to me, game. I know I saw an animule. I know I saw an arrow. Ah, there's a beagle there. Okay, good. An Iron Hound. Okay. Thanks, Happy. Here's your rock.
Whoa. I was sure I'd never see this thing again. Thanks for finding it.
No problem, pal. Glad to see you bunch are getting up top a bit more recently. Enough to lose your stuff there. Oh, I guess Yuri and Balthus, we both found lost items for them because we found lost items for both of them because you had your hammock and Yuri had the brush for eyeliner. I'm not really sure I would know who among you would be scared of bugs. Part of me says maybe Constance because she's got that whole like Richie Noble doesn't touch the filthy things in life kind of vibe, but let's just give it around a bit.
But if you can't find the owner, I'll help you unload it. I know a guy.
That won't be necessary about this, thank you. I've narrowed it down to 4 people. Probably it's not Happy also because I just found her a rock, so it's probably, I'll try Yuri then Constance.
Nah, that's not mine. Better ask around.
Will do. Thank you. Coco, my friend. You scared of bugs, are ya?
I can't be expected to remember where I leave every small object. Return that at once. At once, I say.
It's yours. Don't worry. I'm not going to use it. I'm not especially great with bugs, but I don't think I'll need any repellent around the monastery. While I'm here, do you think maybe let's give a try at just offloading some... Whoa. Oh no, this is where I want to be anyway. I thought I saw something blue sparkly. Let's see if we can offer some... Oh. What kind of items can we get, by the way? Has it changed recently? Oh, there's some silver... You can get aura knuckles from the thing. That's exceptionally good of them to be able to give you. Of course, there's no point in having them right now because none of us are in A in brawling, but that is exceptionally awesome because 3 is just the number we need. We need 1 for Happy, 1 for Marianne, 1 for Lysithia, and maybe Ignatz or Lawrence later because their magic's alright, but... So that'll be very, very useful later on. Well, I gotta keep that in mind. They've gotta have some other, like magic weapons too, right? Blessed Lance, which I think this is what you can get from, this is the reward you get from the Battle of the Eagle and Lion. Oh no, that's the only, oh no, they've got some Levin swords as well. Cool. Not as expensive as the Aura Knuckles, but... And some Killer Knuckles. They got all kinds of good stuff from these. Sweet. And what about items? All kinds of useful rings. Ooh. Definitely going to look into this at some point. This would probably be good for Marianne or Lysithia. This won't really help us with anyone, unless we give them the battalion, I guess, but even then I'm not positive that it would work there. I suppose this stuff doesn't expire, does it? It'll always be here for us, so probably I don't need to do anything spending on it right now. Basing exam passes, advanced seals, master key. Oh, I didn't even know that was a thing. That's cool. Won't really be necessary for our class. Prayer ring restores your health, goddess ring restores health and also gives you some luck. It's weird that they're both 2,000, but I guess it's limited, so there's that. It maybe also gives you more, the prayer ring. Speed ring, evasion ring. We're going to want all of these at some point, probably. Critical and evade. Yeah, all of them. Accuracy ring, probably the lowest priority, because we're going to get some good accuracy anyway. But crit, evasion, speed, all very good things for assassins to have, so. Something to bear in mind. Why does it show... Oh, I can offer their items. Is that what it's saying? Oh, no, I get items for them, right. Anyway, let's offer some stuff up. See if we can get to 20,500 and get that experience bump before we move on to our next monastery day. We don't really need... And any of the flower seeds that we're not planning to use, we may as well drop them down to like 2. Like maybe in the future I'll decide that I want something that isn't ambrosia, but I don't see it happening soon. So we may as well keep two for that reason. so we can be sure we can propagate them as need be. But cooking to distance boost speed, that is useful, but I don't foresee myself doing it too much because I'm probably going to want the decks over it in most cases. And that said, we're getting enough fish each month that probably only 5 is really necessary even to get the permabuffs, because you only need to spend like 1 of each of these fish to get the buff. And let's just give 2 herring here. Actually, let's drop the other ones down to 3. Just get a little bit extra now and even. And as for these things, sure, we'll drop down to nearest multiples of 5. Anyone that's at 5, we'll drop it down to 3. We don't really, because I always end up with way more of these than we actually need. There are like the supply run missions later on, but they're not especially important by my reckoning, so I'm not too fussed over it. The meat again is rare and difficult to come by though, so probably want to keep that around. And the tea, I'll even drop them down to 2, just to absolutely wring every bit of renown we can out of this, because we're gonna want to start stockpiling it eventually for getting all this awesome stuff like the ore knuckles without having to forge it, because the arcane crystals are pretty limited for our time, and so on and so forth. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to fix up my Sword of the Creator at some point. Can you buy Umbral Steel above ground? I can't remember. What's that place called? Shadow Library? That's awesome. I suppose I can also rest to get my sword back, but it's a waste of good time. We could really use the experience and all kinds of stuff, so. Right, probably gonna spend the rest of my points on, ooh, the Remire Village mission. Is that a hard one by my recollection? There are a few armored knights, which are kind of tough, but we have some armor slayers and some high strength people. I'm not too worried about it. Mostly being fast is the trick. So I don't think we need too many permabuffs. I think I'll spend all 4 points on getting, the hell was I gonna say? Oh right, my soft skills up. I've just hit another support with someone else. It's probably gonna be Constance, right? Yep. I might save that for next episode, actually. Just because this episode is stretching on a bit and it's going to take a little bit longer as it is. But I can't wait to see that. I bet her supports are going to be hilarious with Hoppy. And probably insightful, too, because there's a lot I still don't know about all the wolves. I'm very close to a professor level up, is that correct? It is, so perhaps I should do 1 meal just to get that up before I plant anything. Have I planted anything today yet? Looks like I have, never mind. Oh, that's right, that's what I meant to do, is I wanted to go through all the dorm rooms and see if there were any, more books I've missed, because I have not really been in around yet, so I'm just gonna look at everyone's dorm room. Oh, hello! Wilderness Survival Guide. This is probably Leonie's place then. A practical guide for surviving in the grey outdoors without the conveniences of civilization. It offers advice and techniques on many subjects, including hunting and gathering, setting up camps, securing potable, I always forget how to say that. Potable water, I think. You can almost hear the call of the wild. Yes! Instructing exploration went up. Adjutant's gone up. Sweet, more supports we'll get with people we don't have any with yet. Yep, that was Leonie's room. Oh, Mercy's room is so nice, and she's got a bunch of chairs. Clearly she's been having some guests. Probably like Annette and Ash. And it has so much fruit in her room. I guess if for long nights, that something with a bit of a sugar kick would keep you awake. Leonie's room just covered in books. Raphael's got tons of books and stuff as well. Look at that. Oh man, poor dude. He's studying so hard. What's with those things that are scrolls like tied up? I guess there's some kind of merchant contract or something. Probably he's got like a few things left over from his family business he's working on taking care of. Oh, hello. Into Dude's room, all kinds of stuff. Gardening stuff, probably. All about crops. A highly accessible illustrated guide to different types of crops, optimum growing conditions, and crop-specific cooking methods. Even the greenest of green thumbs should be able to follow along. Ah, I get it. That's cool. Nice, 300. Greenhouse crops. Detailed information about the different varieties of crops that have been successfully cultivated in the greenhouse. It's very informative. I have noticed a lot of ambrosia coming out of the greenhouse recently. I could not say why this is. Oh, look at the little bird statues that Marianne has on top of her whatever this is, desk. It's a weird looking desk. Also, Ingrid's room does not have nearly... Oh no, there are tons of books. I thought for a moment there weren't that many books, and I was like, that doesn't seem right for Ingrid. These poor kids must have so many damn textbooks. I never had that many. Certainly not that I used. So no wonder we need to give them, like de-stressing herbs and stuff. Lawrence's room just smells arrogant. Oh man, can I take a moment to talk about how much I like the academy uniform? The way there's like a ceremony, you get a ceremonial, everyone gets a little like ceremonial sword with a little like, it's got like a little flare and a fancy grip and everything. And it's got the black and gold with like buttons down the front. Oh, it's just like such a cool uniform. Unyieldingly swanky design. And that's the last one. Cool. Didn't find too much more in the way of professor level uppers, but not to worry about that. So what my stats do I really need? Axe, heavy armor, flying. So Manuela could teach us flying. Ba-ba-doom. Thank you.
I still have much to learn.
This I do. Eloise can probably teach us heavy armor and axe. Which do we want more? Probably heavy armor. It's a little harder to come by in people who can teach us stuff.
Glory of progress.
Indeed. And Seth can probably teach us some axe. The devil is he. He's up in the Saint Statue's place. And while I'm here, by the way, I completely forgot to actually get the experience up, so let's do that now. Now give us a leg up for next episode, which is likely to be a like a side activities episode. What is it? I'd like you to teach me some axes, please. Thank you. Next press 1. Yay. I got one more point. My weakest skill at present, probably still axe. Oh, I never learned from Gilbert, did I? Because he can actually teach me heavy armor, which is probably worth doing because it's harder to learn. Where is that man? Where did I speak to him just now? Oh, Knight's Hall. Oh, I already did learn from him, I see. Gerald then, he can probably teach me some lance or something. Yes please, lance. Thank you very much. That's all my points. I didn't actually spend any on meals, which is probably stupid because I only just realized that not many people have motivation. But too late, I just saved. That's alright then. Oh, I can still buy gifts and stuff for that purpose, which I'll probably do off camera. And now the part where I vainly try to go around and try and recruit everyone. A Blythed Rex. It's hilarious. Charisma and Lance is Ash, right? Charisma and Authority is Dorothea. Unlike what I was saying before. Really, the thing I'm worried about here is my stats, and less the skills, actually. Because you do need some minimum in certain stats, and my magic is growing just awfully. So I really am going to have to get people's bond up. By the end, a lot of the magic people, I'm just going to have to shower them with gifts. It'll be the only way. Oh, hello, what's this? Acutely aware of their nobility. It's probably Lawrence's. He was around here earlier. As expected, no one joining just yet, but there actually have been a number of them that said rather interested, so we're getting there, we're getting there. Mostly I'm going to be having trouble with the magic ones, I think. There you go.
Oh, most kind. Thank you for bringing this to me.
Not a problem, friendo. Right, so I suppose that'll do it for now. That was certainly an eventful episode. We've obviously got another support with Constance, and she's going to ask us to do this coming week probably, and I'll probably take her up on that then, but just to cut this episode off here, because it's been going on some time, we have got, I gotta get some money. I gotta make some money. I don't have enough umbral steel to repair my thing, do I? I've only got like one. Yes. Did you guys sell it? No, I have to get it from monsters, don't I? So I won't be able to use my thing for a bit. That's alright. I should be able to manage without it. I'll probably mess about with some equipment and stuff off camera to see if I can get just a few more gifts out on people who are not in our house to boost us in their esteem, as well as get a few motivations up, because I totally didn't do that with any of my teaching points today, or activity points. But since we got a professor level up from all those books and stuff, we've got way more activity points for the future, so this next Monster Day is going to be very productive, I deem. Probably won't be able to get to any of the paralogs just yet, unfortunately. Oh man, a lot of them expire in like February though, so we only have like 3 more story missions with which to do them. Definitely for sure I want to get done the 2 Ashen Wolves ones. Sword and Shield of Saros. I don't remember this one. In terms of the rewards you get from them, I'm totally blanking on what they are. Certainly I remember the Tales of the Red Canyon. I know the reward from that one. We want that. So we're going to have to do that one for sure, and these 2 for sure. As for the other 4, I mean, I'd like to do them all. In terms of how many battle points we have, it just probably isn't realistic. I'm pretty sure that from these 3, you just get, like, some battalions that are nice. I think, and I'm not sure about Sword and Shield of Saros. Actually, I forget what you get from Oil and Water. Anyway, but I'd like to do as many of them as possible, but at some point when we're recruiting everybody, it stops being an option. But anywho, that'll do that for now. So it looks like that's all for now. Next video on the channel is going to be, I believe, the finale to Super Mario Sunshine Arcade 2. We're near the end, so it probably will be a pretty short one, as the difficulty curve hasn't really been steepening up too much. It's been pretty chill, actually, the last few episodes we did, so we should be able to clear in like 20 minutes. I hope. But that's all. Thank you so much for coming around. Hopefully I will see you around. Admiral's gonna be out of here now. Peace! Or we could do it the fun way. Observe the fun way. Okay. No. You need to hang on, Link. Oh my god. He let go there, and I thought it was all over. Okay. I'm not out of the woods yet. There we go. Alright. Fun way complete. Don't worry. I'll get you up that.